Today, Nigerian Army do public briefing for Abuja. That is, they did an event to tell the public how far Nigerian Army don't walk from the 1st of May till on the 6th of May. Okay, 30th of April to 6th of May, 1 week. The head of media operations, Major General Marcos, took 20 minutes to explain to us the amount of people where they abduct when army don't release, the amount of bandits and terrorists when army don't buy, the ones who don't surrender, and all. But then he gave us one information. He said many of those bandits and terrorists, so they buy people from Nigeria, that they are not Nigerians, that it came from abroad. Hear it from his mouth.
It's true that some of the herders we hear about are from outside Nigeria, or they are Nigerians.
Okay.
Well, when you hear them talk, in some instances, you will be able to decipher whether this person talking is a Nigerian or not.
Okay.
I'm from the north, for instance. If I speak Hausa, and my brother from the southeast speaks Hausa, you know that this Hausa, this one is a borrowed one. You are speaking it with difficulty.
Okay.
And Hausa language, like any other language, has different versions, intonations. If somebody from Sokoto, for instance, speaks Hausa, and my friend Abu Awashi from Katsina speaks Hausa, you will hear some differences. And somebody from Kano, you will hear some differences. And somebody from my state, a remarked difference for that matter. So the Hausa spoken in Nigeria
is different.
Has differences between the Hausa spoken in Mali, also the Hausa spoken in Central African Republic,
okay,
and the Hausa spoken in Ghana.
Okay.
So when we arrest these herders and tourists sometimes, even the way they speak, the way they are physical physique, and even they hear, will tell you that this person is not from Nigeria.
Okay.
I think the only community in Nigeria that has here similar to that of those from the Sahel region are probably the Shua Arabs in Borno State, but they don't even have the same, like the Torres.
All right.
So while we also agree that many of those terrorizing our people are foreigners, truth be told, some of them are also Nigerians.
All right.
Let us not deceive us. There are some herders that are Nigerians that also,
involved
in the process of rearing their cows, they may encroach into somebody's farm, and before you know it, a conflict will issue between the herder and the farmer. And these are some of the issues we are also addressing. But note that most of the violent and incessant things you are hearing in some part of this country are perpetrated mostly by those that find their ways into the porous border of our country to perpetrate this evil.
So most of them are not Nigerians. Most of them are not Nigerians. One of the biggest problems in Nigeria is that we are always not ready to handle a problem from the cause. We are always treating the effects of the problem. It'd be like when somebody gets COVID. Instead of you to treat the COVID, you did treat the symptoms, the headache, the fever, the malaria. You have left the real sickness. If you watch the full video on Channels Television, he spent 20 minutes counting the achievements of Nigerian Army this week. If you know the amount of people who they abduct when he say they don't release, the amount of weapons when he claims say they don't recover, you ask yourself, if you can recover these plenty weapons in 1 week, how many do you now recover in a month? And how many do you recover in a year? I'm talking about thousands of weapons. When it counts, say they don't recover in 1 week around the country. Which brings me to the next question. If the people that are perpetrating this issue are not Nigerians, or a lot of them are not Nigerians, and they have those number of weapons, how are these weapons finding their way into our country? If the Nigerian military can focus on making sure that weapons don't come into our country, I think half of our problem will be solved. Then how are these foreigners finding their way into our country? Is it because our borders are porous? Then let the government work on making our borders not porous. Why don't we have a security number in Nigeria? So anybody that does not have that number, we know is not our citizen. For Christ's sake, we have BVN, different number. We have NIN, different number. We have this, different number. Can't you synchronize the number so everybody will have one number? If you have it, you are a Nigerian. If you don't have it, you are not a Nigerian. He's even guessing that they are not Nigerians. And again, I ask, how these weapons did enter this country? Because we dey stay Lagos. If I carry short color for motor, I not go fit sleep. I'm not sure say I will get peace. But people with the escort car for this country, go they move with AK-47. We don't know how they do it. Who brings in this weapon? And this banditry and insurgency don't come to business for this country. People make money from it. You know that once there's chaos in a land, some people are making money. Once there's crisis today in Lagos, the head of military operation will be cashing out. The people selling weapons will be cashing out. NGOs go start to make money because foreign bodies go they give them money. They go even they pray make the problem not stop. This banditry and insecurity has now become a business for some people in Nigeria. So they are not ready to let it stop. The other day for House of Assembly, somebody they say bandits get more weapons past our military. I said, wow. Can we go to the root cause and nip this issue at the bud? How come weapons are crossing our border? Once we can fix that, 70% of these problems are gone. They are all busy looking for people that are importing rice and tukumbokas, and they are leaving a real issue. Once we are ready to fix Nigeria, we know what to do.